Georgia's relationship with Canada is a very strong one in terms of trade and investment. Tell us a little bit about how it's going. I mean, we don't. I think when things are doing well, we don't necessarily hear about them all the time.
The relationship between Georgia and Canada has been so strong for so long. I've been working as a contract manager and director of the office in Toronto for 3 years, but 20 years plus. It has been managed by people who've done a great job in exports to Canada from Georgia. The relationship continues to grow with NAFTA, all these different programs that they have available. The products and the sectors are so varied. There's not one area where Canada just seems to focus on.
Yeah.
We just did a recent food show, and that was fairly new for our department. We haven't really been responsible for ag.
Yeah.
And we had 6 companies come to Toronto, 5 exhibiting and 1 walking the floor, and all of them found it a very valuable program to participate in. So now I find that with Canada, anything that Georgia wants to try out, it's a great first foreign market.
Right.
The language, distribution, everything is similar. So exporters aren't learning a whole lot of new things and having to adjust to a lot of new programs. There are still regulations to meet, and that won't change as long as we have a border. They still require passports when they're coming to Canada.
Right.
But overall, it's a great place to start an export program, and Canada's always welcomed Georgia companies and continue to do that.
And tell us about the value for, I think, the past 6 or 7 years we've had this Canada-SUS relationship between southeastern states and Canadian provinces. Has that raised the profile of this region? I know the next conference is coming up.
We have a conference coming up in Halifax in the Atlantic provinces. Last year it was in Myrtle Beach, and a couple of years back it was in Atlanta, I believe. Each one of those contributes to understanding this area even better. Georgia's not necessarily at top of mind when people traveling and companies in Canada are looking to expand. They're looking at Florida, or they're looking at California, that type of thing. So yes, SUS is that type of program where it is raising that bar, where people are considering Georgia as a great location to do business with, for expansion, and to consider importing products from Georgia. Sort of all the same, yes.